Hi, this is Hirsch, the Hidden Zones Trader. In this video, I will cover my chart setups and explain to you what I have on my charts and why I have what I have on my charts. So first up, I've got two chart sets. The first one being my swing trading setup, and the second one is my day trading setup. So you're currently looking at my swing trading setup, which consists of a weekly, a daily, and an intraday chart. This is my anchor. This is my primary trading chart, and my intraday chart is used to confirm entry points. I have stacked EMAs, ADX, and average true range movement on my chart. Now, stacked EMAs basically tells me if my EMAs, the 8, the 13, 21, 34, 55, 89, are all stacked positively. And as you can see on the weekly, I've got a positive stack. On the daily, it's a sideways stack. And on the intraday chart, it's positively stacked. I am also using ADX as a confirmation of direction. As you can see, I've got an ADX north of 30, confirming a bearish trend. If I'm looking at the daily chart, yes, I can see I'm in a bearish trend. And my ADX is also confirming that, so not a problem there. So I just use that as secondary confirmation of what I'm looking at on my charts. And as a secondary, I also use it to give me an indication of when trend is changing, because this will also change to a lighter green or a lighter red or a bright green once trend is about to shift in the opposite direction as well. So I do pay attention to the shift in colors on that indicator. My average true range movement indicator will tell me how much I expect a stock to move in any one particular day. So as I'm building my targets and exits, I like to look at my average true range to kind of tell me how fast, how quickly, or how likely I am to get to a particular target. And I also use this to kind of tell me, depending on the movement of a stock for the day, whether it's noise or whether I need to revisit my setup for a potential exit if the conditions have changed to the downside. Continuing on, I've got Ema Labels. I would like to know how my daily chart price stacks against my EMA. Am I still in a bullish trend? Am I still in a bearish trend? Or am I in a sideways choppy trend? So I kind of like to know where my EMAs are 40-week on my daily chart. So you'll see that on here as well. I like to track volume. So I got a volume study going on. I like to know if we have buyers today or we had sellers today. And whether that total population of buyers and sellers, how does that relate to an average over the last 30 days? As you can see, today's activity was about 65% of the average over a 30-day period. So not much high activity today. I also got a volatility and momentum indicator here. So I'm also tracking these little boxes are basically my squeeze. So I can tell if I'm in a squeeze. And for those of you who follow the squeeze, will know what I'm referring to with this. If you don't know what I'm referring to, look up John Carter and the squeeze on YouTube, and you get a lot more information about the squeeze there. I'm also tracking momentum here as well as an oscillator between plus 10 and minus 10. So this will give me a good indication of whether or not a stock is trending down, trending up, about to change trend, reach point of being overbought, return back down to being oversold, and potentially making a move back to either neutral or back to the mean, or potentially continuing on to higher prices. Okay, now let's switch over to my day trading grid. So my day trading grid is a little bit different. I've got a 15-minute chart. I've got a tick chart. I've got an SPX chart if I decide to do 0-day expiration, which is something I like to do quite a bit. I've got tickets or my tick or internals down here. So I track tickets as opposed to ticks. I like to look at VIX because VIX will tell me whether it's a risk day, a risk on, risk off day. And also, if I see VIX increasing, I would expect that markets will pull back in the opposite direction. I am also tracking my advancers and decliners. Again, I'm looking at across the markets. So NYSE, NASDAQ, RUT, Dow, S&P. As you can see, all markets were down today, confirmed by an increase in VIX. And if I look at my ES, ES came down. Look at NQ, NQ came down. Look at SPX, SPX came down. So all that basically confirmed that yes, today was a down day. Okay. I also have basically a range indicator here in this chart. So basically I track my opening range for any security that I am looking to trade for the day. And based on that range, if it breaks out of the range, this is what I expect it to go. And if it breaks down off the range, this is where I expect it to go. Do you see these green lines here? This is a proprietary indicator. It's called the hidden zones, and you can find out more about that in our store. So I won't cover that in great detail, but this also gives me a good indication of what to expect and where I think price is likely to go and or pause and or stop before retracing in an opposite direction. Okay. Did I forget anything else on my charts? I think that covers it. I hope you found this information helpful, and I will see you on the next video. Have a good day.